So, hello guys. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. I am here potting up Veinte Cohol bananas. Still in the march of cleaning up from Hurricane Milton and repotting and dealing with that whole flooded, wind-swept mess, and giving you hopefully some amazing information about some of these awesome banana and whatnot varieties of everything. In Veinte Cohol, this is probably one of the original short cycle bananas that was here in the US. And by short cycle, doesn't necessarily mean the growth rate of the plant, but the ripening speed of the fruit is what it's referring to. And if it has a fast ripening fruit, it's considered a short cycle banana. And there's so many banana varieties, obviously you know this. So there's a huge range of ripening times for fruits. And look at that sucker right there. There's a beautiful sucker coming off there. And Veinte Cohol is on the lower end for ripening time. Okay, so you've got anywhere from the lowest, absolute lowest, which is probably the Veinte Cohol here, is about 40 days for ripening a banana. Okay, and it goes from 40 days on up to about 200 days to ripen a bunch of bananas. And it doesn't necessarily matter the size of the bunch, because there are some short cycle varieties that have really large bunches. Tagua, Pitu, the real Patupi, some of those ripen extremely fast, and they have fairly large bunches, which is, again, so there's no real correlation between fruit size, bunch size, and ripening speed. But anyway, Veinte Cohol. This one's been around for quite a few years, but as with all bananas recently, it has gotten very, very hard to find. And there are tissue culture Veinte Cohols out there, again, that are not true to type. Most tissue culture bananas, guys, 100% to be honest, are resold Namwas. People will just go buy tissue culture bananas, not expecting the buyer to really know any different or know about banana varieties, and a lot of people just resell dwarf Namwas or full-size Namwa tissue culture plants. It's a real shame, because then people are left with who knows what, and then they get discouraged. They don't want to grow bananas, and bananas are, so amazing. I harp on this all the time. But anyway, Veinte Cohol, it is fairly rare today. There's not too many people that offer real 100% true to type Veinte Cohols. And even though I've grown this one for 15 years now, originally this took me a long time to hunt down a true to type variety. I went through so many plants and finally found one. But what makes this one so amazing is it's a very small plant. Overall, the entire plant maybe gets 5 feet tall. Even with the leaves, you can only about 6-7 feet tall with the leaves, which most of the height on bananas is the leaves, everybody knows. But the stalk on these is usually about 4 feet tall or so, and then you've got 3 or 4 feet of leaf. So they are a great candidate for growing in large pots. In fact, people I've sold to, all the time, they send me pictures of them fruiting these in greenhouses with zero issue in even 7-gallon pots, which normally if you want a banana pot, I'd say at least a 15 or 20 gallon, 25 gallon, even 30 or 40 gallon if you can do it, which you can still move those with a push, cart. And Veinte Cohol does great in those. The plants are very fast growing, and the fruit ripens extremely quick. Sometimes you could even get these about 35 days or less, between 30 and 40 days to ripen up a nice bunch of these. And they're not huge bunches. You can get anywhere from 5 to 20 pounds, and the fruit are about the size of a really large egg. But the flavor on these is absolutely amazing. They are tropical, pineapple-y, citrus, really, really good tasting fruit, and it is unbeatable. The, uh, it's up there with one of the best tasting bananas. You really can't beat it for flavor. There's very few bananas that have the really tropical pineapple fruit punch flavor like Veinte Cohol does. So that's about it. I'm gonna pot these up right here. These are I had like 6 of them in the ground, and they got all beat up, and they were not liking being sitting in water for a couple weeks. So the main stem's actually pretty much dead, but it's pushing out some beautiful suckers on this one, you can see. But anyway, yes, they're cold tolerant, pretty much right down to 32. They're going to take damage, but they grow so quick that doesn't really matter. Or they're small enough you can protect them. But the main star is they ripen that bunch of fruit extremely fast, and they taste extremely good. And what else can you ask for? Not much. They're not very picky. They like rich soil. They can take it a little bit dry because they do fruit and grow so quick. But other than that, 100% a banana everybody should be growing, no matter where you are. And one of my top 5 for just being awesome all around and super delicious. So there you guys go. Little profile. Talk about the Veinte Cohol banana. Check it out. See if you can find one. Make sure you get it from somebody that is not going to sell you whatever they have thrown around, and go from there, right? See you guys later. Grow food, including some delicious Veinte Cohol bananas.